Saad's the author of Suicidal Empathy and scholar at the Declaration of Independence Center for the Study of American Freedom at Ole Miss. Saad, what is suicidal empathy?
So empathy is a wonderful virtue to have. We are a social species. For you and I to have a good conversation, I need to put myself in your mind and vice versa. But like all things, too little of it makes you a psychopath. Too much of it, so if it becomes hyperactive, if it is invoked in the wrong situations, if it targets the wrong targets, you end up with a society that's committing civilizational seppuku. You're basically self-disemboweling yourself. So empathy is great, suicidal empathy is fatal.
Okay, so what would an example be, current day, of suicidal empathy?
So to argue that all immigrants are equally likely to assimilate within the American ethos would be a perfect manifestation of suicidal empathy. Elon Musk is an immigrant to the United States. Muhammad Ahmad, who just went to a summer camp in Waziristan with Al-Qaeda, is also an immigrant. They're probably not equally likely to assimilate well within the American experiment.
That's true, and we know that from experience. Also, women in this country seem to be most afflicted with suicidal empathy. How does that manifest itself?
Well, they are the ones who are holding #refugeeswelcome as they are being gang raped by said refugees, right? So there are many, many examples that I discuss in the book, and you and I talked about it offline, that really seem almost as though they're impossible to believe that they could be true. So a woman is gang raped by a bunch of guys from the Middle East. She tells the police that they were speaking in German, because if she were to truly say that they spoke Arabic and Farsi, that would marginalize the Middle Eastern community. So when a woman who is being raped and victimized, her first reflex is to protect her rapists, that's probably suicidal empathy.
Does it generate from a hatred of your country? Does it generate itself from guilt? How does it show itself?
Well, it shows itself in many, many different ways. So, for example, the fact that people are incredibly Islamophilic, they love Islam in the West, would be one manifestation of suicidal empathy. It shows its way by the fact that you shouldn't put felons in prison. They've only been arrested 187 previous times. Why don't you be a nice guy and give them a second chance, right? It shows its way in the fact that we should elevate indigenous knowledge over the scientific method, because the scientific method is laced with white supremacy. So there are an endless number of ways that bit by bit the edifices of reason that define the West are being clobbered.
So you and I can see it, it's illogical, and you've seen people hurt by this. Why can't they see it? And if you were to, I don't know, lay them down on the couch, Dr. Saad, how would you cure this?
Well, I would tell them to read this book, because the last chapter, I offer an inoculation against suicidal empathy. But it's a very difficult and almost intractable problem, because if my personhood is defined by the fact that I am infinitely tolerant, infinitely compassionate, kind, magnanimous, then it becomes very difficult to ever take a position that might seem as being non-empathetic. So it's a tough problem, but I'm up for the challenge.
And do you think America can cure this issue? Because you say in the book that a lot of civilizations, they don't perish from a foreign country, you know, taking them over. They die from within.
Exactly. So Arnold Toynbee, I think that's who you're referring to, was a British historian who did a broad, exhaustive study of all civilizations and their trajectories. And the maxim that he came up with is that civilizations do not die by murder, they die by suicide. Now, in my case, I'm arguing that the means by which we are committing suicide is by the dysregulation of an otherwise virtuous value, which is empathy. So adaptive empathy is great, suicidal empathy is fatal.
Suicidal empathy, Saad, one of my favorites. Go get it right now. It's an order. Thank you so much.
Thank you.